All right, let's jump right in, shall we? Tiaras, sashes, the whole nine yards. Today we're getting into the Miss Universe Philippines competition.
Oh, sounds exciting.
It is, especially with this, well, shall we call it a comeback? We're talking about Ahtisa Manalo.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that name before.
Big name, big deal in the pageant world. And lucky for us, we've got this Inquirer.net article to, help us break it all down.
Ah, so she's back for another try. Is that what we're getting at?
That's what we're getting at. Comeback stories, though, they really do get people talking.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's not just about like winning, right? It's the whole story.
Oh,
The
absolutely.
growth, the second chance, all that.
And Ahtisa Manalo, she's got a story, all right. But for those of us who might need a little reminder, who is she and why is everyone so hyped about her being back?
Well, first off, the nickname, Pambansang Manika, the national doll, basically. Those features, they don't lie.
Oh, they're striking, for sure.
But nicknames, they're more than just like a description in pageants.
Really? How so?
They become part of the brand, like a shorthand for who the contestant is.
Makes you think about, like, Catriona Gray, and instantly the lava walk pops into your head.
Exactly. It's that instant recognition, Judges, fans, everyone remembers.
So it's got to be memorable, but it's got to be captivating, too.
Bingo. And Manalo, she's got that down pat. This isn't just about looks. This woman is a competitor through and through.
Oh, I believe it. I mean, she was second runner-up in Miss International back in 2018.
Right, and then top 10 in Miss Cosmo just last year.
Oh, and don't forget, third place in the 2024 Miss Universe Philippines competition.
Exactly. That's a track record that speaks for itself.
So we're not just talking about a pretty face here. We're talking about someone who knows how to handle the pressure, someone who performs consistently.
That's exactly it. She's not testing the waters anymore. She's coming back with experience, with strategy. She's a pro.
A pro. And that makes her, well, let's be honest, a force to be reckoned with in a competition like Miss Universe Philippines.
Especially this year. The roster is, well, it's stacked is what it is.
Stacked is an understatement. I mean, you've got Chanel Olive Thomas, and she's a previous Binibining Pilipinas winner.
That's a big one.
Huge. And Chelsea Fernandez, another Binibining Pilipinas queen. We've also got Winwin Marquez, Tyra Goldman, Katrina Yagado, and Yolanda Marie Aduana.
Wow, all incredible women. Really shows you how pageantry is changing. It's not just one type of woman anymore.
I was just thinking that. It's a much broader representation now.
Like different backgrounds, careers, what they stand for. It's not about fitting a mold. It's about being yourself, your whole self up on that stage.
So true. Okay, but here's where things get interesting. This article, it mentions this, well, mystery, I guess you could call it, around Manalo's current title, Miss Cosmo 2024.
Oh, right.
Will she give it up to compete? Will they choose someone else, maybe even one of the Miss Universe Philippines contestants, to take her place?
It's like a real-life pageant thriller or something.
I know, right? And the implications. I mean, could holding on to that title be seen as, I don't know, like she's not fully focused on Miss Universe Philippines? Or could it be like a power move?
It's a bold statement, that's for sure. Coming in with an extra crown, like a symbol of, I don't know, authority, almost.
I mean, how often do you see a contestant holding two major titles at the same time?
Not often, that's for sure. And it does make you think about the rules, like, can you even do that? Will the Miss Cosmo people say something?
And what if, and this is just a thought, what if another delegate gets to be Miss Cosmo because of it?
Ooh, that's a twist.
Right. Gives them a boost. Maybe even helps them in the competition. It's like this domino effect, all because of Ahtisa Manalo.
A wild card for sure. And all this before things even kick off. It's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out.
Oh, it definitely is.
It definitely is.
It definitely is. It really makes you wonder, what are the judges even looking for? Experience, someone new. What about like the causes they support versus how well they, command the stage?
Right. And Manalo, she kind of brings all of that to the table, doesn't she?
Exactly.
It's a tough job being a judge. They've got to balance it all.
And this whole like shift in what beauty pageants are, it's got to play into it too, right?
Oh, absolutely. It used to be all about, well, looks. But now it's so much more.
So are we saying beauty doesn't matter anymore?
No, not at all. It's still part of it, but it's not the only thing.
Okay, so like what else are we looking at?
It's more about, confidence. Using your platform to speak up for what you believe in. Look at Manalo. She's not just a pretty face.
Right, she's got that entrepreneur thing going on.
Exactly. Drive, ambition. Those are things that matter in today's world.
And the other contestants, you look at them and it's lawyers, doctors, artists.
They're not just there to look good.
So much more to it now.
This is the modern Filipina, right? Multifaceted. That's what this competition is knowing us.
Which leads to the big question, what's going to make someone stand out? What are the judges really looking for in this, well, new era of pageantry?
Someone who embodies that modern Filipina. Confident, can speak their mind, wants to make a difference.
Someone who can represent the Philippines on a global stage.
Right. Intelligence, grace, the whole package.
So it's not enough to just look the part.
You got to walk the walk, too.
You've got to walk the walk. Makes me think about past Miss Universe winners, the ones people still talk about.
The ones who left a mark, right?
They're beautiful, sure, but there was something else there, too.
That presence, that ick factor. Hard to describe, but you just know it.
It's like that spark, that ability to command attention, to inspire.
And that, whatever it is, that's what's going to be key for anyone who wants to win Miss Universe Philippines this year.
So are you saying it's the difference between, like, being beautiful and being unforgettable?
Exactly. And we've got some serious contenders this year who might just have that. Chanel Olive Thomas, she's been through this before, knows how to handle the prayer.
She does. And Chelsea Fernandez, she just has this way about her, graceful, eloquent.
Don't forget Win-Win Marquez, Tyra Goldman, Katrina Yagato, and Yolanda Marie Aduana. They're all bringing their A game.
A clash of the titans. It's going to be epic.
It really is. Each of them with their own strengths, their own way of doing things. It's going to be fascinating to see how it all unfolds.
So let's talk strategy then. Ahtisa Manalo, he's coming back. He's got this whole Miss Cosmo thing going on. What do you think her game plan is going to be? Well, I mean, she knows what she's doing, right? We've seen her, the smile, the gowns, the perfect answers.
Classic pageant stuff.
But I feel like this time it's going to be different.
You think so?
Yeah, like she's not a rookie anymore. She's got to show that growth, use her platform to really get her message out there.
And don't forget, she's a businesswoman, too. Maybe we'll see that side of her more, the entrepreneur, the go-getter.
Maybe even tie it into her advocacy work somehow.
Oh, for sure. It's like she's coming in as this mentor, this role model almost.
And then you've got the Miss Cosmo thing on top of it all. Imagine if one of the other contestants ends up with that crown.
Whoa, talk about like upping the stakes.
Right. It adds a whole other layer to the competition, the rivalry.
And, the fans will eat it up. They love a good storyline.
Oh, absolutely. Everyone's going to be asking who's going to win. Will Manalo's experience be enough, or will someone new come in and steal the show?
Impossible to say. And that's what makes this year so exciting. It's Manalo's comeback. It's this amazing group of women. And then you throw in the Miss Cosmo wild card.
So many factors at play.
Right. And we've talked about strategy, what the judges might be looking sus. But at the end of the day, it comes down to connection. Who can connect with the audience? Who can inspire them? Leave that lasting impression.
That it factor, like you were saying before.
And for Miss Universe Philippines, it's not just about being charismatic. It's about being real, being authentic.
Yeah, using your platform to actually make a difference.
Exactly. So, as we wrap up here, I want you all listening to think about this. When you watch the competition, don't just see the glitz and glam. Listen to these women, their stories, what they're trying to say.
Because these are powerful women using their voices to make things better.
It's a reminder that pageantry, it's not just about looks anymore. It's about intelligence, compassion, making a real impact.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And maybe, just maybe, one of these women will go on to Miss Universe, taking that message to the whole world.
It's a possibility for sure.
Until then, keep those minds of yours sharp. And remember, anything can happen in the world of pageantry.